Hey y'all. Y'all come in. Come in. Y'all come on in. I'm gonna wait till y'all get in. How y'all doing? Come on in. Real deal. It's a Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Y'all come in. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk real deal. Y'all come on in. Y'all come in. Y'all come in real deal. Y'all come in real deal. Let's talk real deal. Y'all come in. It's a Friday. Y'all welcome. Y'all welcome. Y'all welcome, Lord. Let's come on in, y'all. Come on in, y'all. Let's talk about this, y'all. Something ain't right, y'all. I still say something ain't right. Come on in, y'all. Let's talk about the Kansas City Chief fans, okay? And it's toxicology. So-called report. Y'all come on in. Come in, real deal. Y'all come in. Yeah, I really want to get into the in the Kansas City Chiefs fans situation. Y'all come in. I know y'all know that something still ain't right about this case. Even though on the toxicology report, we knew substances was going to be in their system. We knew that. We knew that, even though it was like, the family was in denial. But we got to come in here, y'all. We got to start letting folks be slick with stuff, okay? We know even if they did Coca-Cola, y'all know what I'm talking about. Coca-Cola, phenol, um, marijuana. Y'all know we know. In order to prove a homicide, it have to be from one human being from another human being. It got to be like he made them take this stuff. But these three grown men, how are they going to prove that Jordan made them do what they did? See, that's the only way we're going. Let me let y'all see something. Let me let y'all see. I looked it up for y'all. I looked it up for y'all because I don't want people. See, when you start talking about homicide, you're talking about the killing of one human being by another. Now, see, they are going to have to prove that Jordan. How did Jordan kill them? See, a lot of people don't understand what homicide. This is why I pulled it up. Homicide is the killing of one human being by another. Okay, y'all gonna have to still prove that Jordan did that. Jordan can get it. The only way y'all gonna prove that Jordan gave it to them is by Jordan saying he gave them the substances. Okay, so let's listen to this. Let's listen to this.
News Nation has learned that the police now have those toxicology reports. And they show fentanyl, cocaine, and marijuana in the systems of all three men who died. News Nation is told, and this really comes from the families who met with the police, that the amount of fentanyl is well beyond the lethal limit, not legal limit, lethal limit.
Lethal. Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Not legal. He said not legal, but let me put my little word thing up here. Cause this gonna matter. What he just said. What he just said. Oh, they closed the capture. Okay. They closed it. Let me hear something right
Limit,
quick.
not legal limit, lethal limit.
Lethal. Is he wait a minute, y'all, one more time. Because I don't have nobody communicate with me to tell me is he saying lethal and not legal? Oh Lord, we got to get into it now.
Fentanyl is well beyond the lethal limit, not legal limit, lethal limit.
Lethal.
Today,
What is he saying, y'all? Cause I can't hear. Y'all know I got a hearing problem. What he saying? Let me see what this man's saying.
Fentanyl is well beyond the lethal limit, not legal limit, lethal limit.
I don't know what
Today,
he.
the toxicology reports shared with those families. 38-year-old Ricky Johnson, 36-year-old Clayton McGinney, 37-year-old David Harrington. After mounting pressure from family and the media, families have been really angry over the lack of answers up to this
Hold up, y'all. I can't get no of this. I don't know what this man said. Lethal. What he said? Lethal? Lethal? Limit? So, in other words, it's over the limit. Why was they giving so much fentanyl? It's an experiment. He said that let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something.
Lethal limit, not legal limit, lethal limit.
Lethal.
Today, the toxicology reports shared with those families.
Okay.
38-year-old Ricky Johnson, 36-year-old Clayton McGinney, 37-year-old David Harrington. After mounting pressure from family and the media, families have been really angry over the lack of answers up to this point. Meanwhile, the living friend, Jordan Willis, tenant in the home they'd gone to, house, checked himself into rehab.
Yeah, let me say something. I'm gonna hold my composure, but I ain't no fool. I'm not a fool. Now, this is what it's saying, y'all. Let's just forget the pictures that they showing us. Cause these guys might not be in that condition, okay? They might not even look like that. You know what I mean? No, we always go get the best pictures and show our people. But let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Jordan, the way they talking, Jordan is the pure spirit domain. Okay? Jordan is the pure. Jordan Willis allegedly is the pure spirit dope boy. He's the pure spirit dope boy. See, they need to start trying to make this a beautiful case. Start trying to style this case. Start trying to, if it was anybody else's case, and I'm not trying to be controversial, but if these was to be some more people, they'll just come out and say drugs. All I hear is they trying to protect the words instead of using the right words. He's the chemist man. He's the he's the drug boy. Okay? He's the dope man. Just say that. Drug. Okay? This may not be the same. That's how he is. He been doing this for years. Allegedly, he been doing it for years. That was one of the friends say he was doing that in school. What did he do to take these young men out of their misery? Okay? How did he experience? What did he do? What did he do? Because all of them did it, but they had the most. It was let's just forget about he a HIV chemist. HIV researcher. Let's forget that. He's a dope boy. That's what he is. He's a dope boy. He sells drugs out of his house. Now, if he doing that illegal, then one of the cops got to know this. Now, like I said, we still can't call it a homicide due to the fact that y'all got to prove that Jordan he furnished the drugs and gave it to him. It got to be from one human being to the other. If he ain't gonna never tell the truth, they ain't gonna know. But ain't no 3 men just died like that, y'all. Okay, let's listen on.
Never contacted the police despite the men being dead and frozen in his backyard for 2
Now
days.
that part I don't understand. That part I don't understand. 2 men in this man backyard pretends that he don't see no frozen grown men body. These ain't no little bit of children bodies. Sitting right there through his patio door. Got to come in the kitchen. Got to pour some coffee. Got to pour some wine in the glass. And you didn't go back and get your dogs. You had a plan. But still, it's not a homicide yet, even though they have fentanyl in their system, marijuana, and Coca-Cola. They had a amount. They had a large amount in their system. What did they do? This dude can be a good person like any other drug boy. They ain't mean people. They just make their money. Was something they tried. They tried something. And he was involved. Unless it's another person gave it to them. He got to have some buddies. Because his dogs went there.
His family calling the deaths of his friends as a serious wake-up call. They're saying that this is what led him to go into rehab.
Now, this what he think that we supposed to be happy about, y'all. So this what he do. But see, this what they do. I'm not trying to be controversial now, but this is what they do. Tell the news. Quote, after the shocking loss of 3 of his close friends under extremely tragic circumstances. What? Tragic? Okay. We got y'all. Let me just read it. I'm just sick of it. After the shocking loss of 3 of his close friends under extremely tragic circumstances, Jordan recognized that he had a problem with addiction. So if he had a problem with addiction, these 3 had a problem with addiction. Okay. He immediately checked himself into a rehab after vacating his home and putting his things in the storage. Now, Jordan, it's nothing wrong with what you did right here, but you got to tell these loved ones what happened here. What happened here? Oh, there you go. He said lethal amount of fentanyl found in there. Lethal. Okay, y'all, let me do something right quick. But I got to get back to these slick folks. No, hold on, y'all. Let me do something. I didn't want y'all to see. So we already said homicide. Only way you can prove homicide is the killing of one human being by another. Now, I just want to look up the word lethal with y'all. Even though y'all know what lethal means, it don't matter. We're going to look it up together, okay? Okay, we're going to look up lethal. Sufficient to cause that what? Hold on for a minute here. Let me put a definition up. Okay, here we go. Here go the definition for lethal. Let me put it up, okay? Lethal is harmful or destructive. It means harmful construction. Sufficient to cause death. A lethal cocktail of alcohol and pills. Okay, so whatever they was given, they overdid it. It was a sufficient cause of death. Hold on, y'all. That boy tried to get him something capable of causing death. Fatal, capable of causing death. He the only one know what he gave them. See, in order for let me sit up for a minute, y'all. I had a rough day. I apologize. Okay. Okay. Um in order for this man to say after the loss of his three, what's so shocking because it didn't work. You gave them too much. Yeah. It seemed like these three came about something. And they needed to boost it up, allegedly. They need to boost the chemistry. You know how folks be saying, man, I got that thigh, y'all. Man, I got that good. Man, y'all got to try this. Okay. After the shocking loss of three of his close friends under extremely tragic circumstances, Jordan recognized that he had a problem with addiction. But Jordan, we don't right now, baby. It's not about you. You made this about you. We want to make it about them. We want to make it about these guys. We don't want to make it about you. Okay? He immediately checked himself into a rehab. Why? 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 And what this got to do with them? See, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna sit here and we're gonna work this out together because I love to think. I love to think. Some words in this is making me think. Shocking, loss. Why was it a shocking loss? No. Come on back in. Come back in. I'm not done with you. I ain't got nowhere. I took a nap. And I'm about to get on you, bro. I'm about to get on you, brother. I know you ain't my brother, but you gonna be it now. Hold up. Let me put my paragraph back up here. Come on, y'all. Put my paragraph back up here. Put my paragraph back up here. Come in, Jordan got to talk. Hold on, y'all. Yeah. I got to bring you back right here, Jordan. Cause so what was so shocking, I just don't okay. The only way I can understand this, I know that the chemist, Mr. Chemist, is what they call Jordan, okay? That's the pure spirit dope man. Boy. Okay. Everything's allegedly what I'm talking about, y'all, okay? He's the medicine man. He's the man that supposed to know what he doing. He is not no he deal with his own medicine. He know how to create stuff. But I don't think he was trying to take them out. I don't think he was trying to take them out. I think all of them got issues. They got problems. Because Jordan admitted that he had an addiction. They all have an addiction. And the family's in denial that they all has an addiction. They have an addiction. Okay. Okay. They all allegedly has an addiction. What did Jordan do? His close friends. These the ones are doing things these days that taking their close friends been taking each other out here lately. That don't make you innocent. So we're gonna fix this up. Shocking, tragic circumstances. Now all of a sudden, he recognized a problem. What made this man recognize that he had a problem? Because they all have a problem. They all has a problem, okay? They all have a problem, okay? They all have a problem in this time. They don't got older and their stuff ain't working like it used to. Why is he just recognizing that he had a problem with addiction? Why is Jordan just now recognizing he had a problem with addiction? Now it's telling me something different. He had a problem with addiction because he didn't recognize 3 dead bodies in his backyard. Now we got to find out who gave him that lethal amount of fentanyl. That's the only way we can get a homicide. Dude gonna have to talk. If he has an addiction, he is the medicine man. He is Mr. Chemist, okay? What make him overdo what he did in these circumstances to lose his friends? Come on, y'all. This is telling us something. Jordan is telling us something. Did they invite the fifth man? Is it the fifth man sold him something? It's too much. Lethal. Somebody gave them over the amount. Somebody's stuff didn't work right in these men's system. That bird made them hot on the inside. Burned it up. It's gas. Why are they doing all 3 of them things, y'all? It seems like somebody. Why though? Not what caused this? Not why. I'm sorry. What caused this? Why did this man recognize the loss of his 3 friends? Because he had an addiction. Okay, if he has an addiction, his friends has one. Okay? All right? And they had a large amount of it. Where is my 5th man? I'm not counting you out of this. Somebody gave them what they got. So we got to get a homicide here, y'all. Now he checks himself in rehab because he lost 3 of his friends through a tragedy because he recognized that he had a problem, because he was he caused his addiction. So we know you did this to yourself because you went to rehab quickly. You ran there because you knew that they was addicts, allegedly. You was, and the Pillsbury Doughboy, you and Pillsbury Doughboy making some money. He immediately checked himself into a rehab, y'all, because they all overdid what they did. Only thing I don't understand is why did he vacate his home, put his stuff in the storage? Because he ain't got no money. He ain't got no money. He spent his money on drugs. Now, I got something to ask y'all. Family got to tell us the truth about these 3. One of them seemed as if they was the dope boy too. They the drug. Let me change my word. To me, all of them three allegedly does drugs. Okay, I ain't gonna pretend. Because this is their buddy that has an addiction, but he is the money man. He's the Pillsbury Doughboy too. You can sell drugs and be on drugs. But after the loss of his three friends, this ain't no tragic. Y'all know what y'all were doing. Y'all, what you experienced on them, you know it's time for you to quit. Because you got a problem. Making stuff work on people the way you want it to work. And y'all overdid it. My fifth boy, I need you back in here. The fifth man. I'm going to need you. You ain't said nothing. Fifth man, you left at 2. You saw the reaction on those men's body. We need you back in this play. I'm not going to kick you out of this play because you done been in trouble with the law. When the police came, they couldn't put homicide on the man, but they could have did something because 3 cotton picking men dead in somebody's backyard. Usually, this is how it go in real life. If somebody leave my house, if something happened to them, the police come right back to your house. They went to the man's house. They pretend to lock him up. Let's get it. He one of us. Let me take out the handcuffs. He's one of us. Let me take out this handcuff. Let me put the handcuffs away. They can look in that man's eyes, y'all, right then and there, and knew what was wrong with him. They knew what was wrong with him. But they just couldn't prove homicide. The police overlooked Jordan. Why? Because he's a good old boy. See, y'all couldn't tell me at the very beginning, we tried to find out if he a researcher, HIV research, why is he renting a house? He should have his own house. House is not that much. That's what threw me away. Now, all of them had habits. All of them had addiction. All of them had addiction. Why was they given? I'm going to start saying given. It seemed like, what happened here? What happened? What happened, Jordan? Because these dudes right here got overheated. They knew they had to go home to their family. Why you making them look like junkies? I don't like that. I don't like that. You making them look like junkies. Because you gave them the lethal amount of fentanyl. Why did you do that, Jordan? What? Who owe you money? What happened? One of them have to know. Somebody got to know in that house what made this tragic happen. Because you the medicine man. You the Mr. Chemist. They call you Mr. Chemist. This don't make me feel sorry for this man. Because he was under influence like them, but he don't act like he had all 3 substances in his system. Because he didn't even hit him, knock his glass. I told y'all that that man was high. And he was still having fun. I want to ask the question, y'all. Was any women involved in this? Was any women around? The reason why I said it turned out to be this kind of party. It turned out to be a tragic circumstance. And they didn't plan to come over to Jordan House. They didn't plan to come over to Jordan House to lose their lives. They didn't plan it. Not Buddies. Buddies did. It seemed like somebody don't know Jordan. One of them don't know Jordan. What is it that Jordan did that didn't affect the fifth man? What is it that Jordan did that when the fifth man left, they all was alive? Is he telling us the truth? Jordan checked himself in a rehab, people. Jordan checked himself in the rehab, okay? I still ain't put that together. He checked himself. The man, my fifth man. I need my fifth man because I'm dealing with addicts. And we can stop trying to make it be cute. It can be, I think that at first I thought they was the drug boys. At first I thought they was. I thought they was coming to buy a product from the medicine man, from Mr. Chemist. But y'all got to realize, y'all, I thought they was the drug boys. I thought they was the buyer. Let me change the words. I thought the three friends was the buyer. Okay? They look like buyers to me. But see, these can be old pictures, good when they was looking good and all that kind of stuff. But these men's are family men. And family men be the men do stuff like this sometimes, y'all. I know a family man, he'll do it too. Yes, he will. He'll sneak and do it. And your wife don't even know it. But at first, I thought the three friends was the buyers that bought from the chemist. The chemist gets high off his own supplies. Okay? They've been doing it too long. Okay? Something is telling me that one of these dudes don't know him. They was introduced. Hold on, y'all. Hold up. They were introduced to Mr. Chemist. Only you know how you got friends that you know how you have friends that know I know somebody I can say, man, we can get some for so. Get robbed because we got to get a homicide out of this. If Mr. Chemist gave it to them and let them what you call it? Not taste, but check it out. Let's check it out and see how we gonna make this money. He ran so hard and real quick to check himself in that rehab. He ran so fast to check himself in that rehab. Because all right, let's go on, go.
Extremely tragic circumstances. Jordan recognized he had a problem with addiction. He immediately checked himself into rehab after vacating his home and putting his things into storage. Since the beginning of this case, police have said there were no signs of foul play. They were not investigating.
That's what the police said. That's foul play, y'all. This is foul play. Mr. Officer, who is he working for? Who is he working with? Anytime there is, trying to change the word D, there are officers. Okay? This is my buddy. That's my dog. He's cool. He decent. They ain't never had to come over their house, I don't think. That's foul play, y'all. It's some foul play in here. But we got to prove it, okay? For it to be a homicide, y'all, if we gonna charge somebody, Jordan gonna have to talk, and Jordan ain't gonna talk. But if these were his close friends, he would.
Said there were no signs of foul play. They were not investigating this as a homicide. And tonight they're just saying the case remains an ongoing death investigation. Joining me now, Jesse Weber, attorney and anchor for the Law and Crime Network, also a News Nation legal contributor, and my friend Mark Eiglar, criminal defense attorney and former Miami prosecutor. All right, so Jesse, now we've got this information about the fentanyl, a lethal limit. Where do you think that takes the investigation?
So what we don't have is the autopsy report. What I mean by that is we still don't know the exact cause of death or manner of death. It looks like it could be the fentanyl. What we don't know is how they got the fentanyl. We don't know if they knew they ingested fentanyl. So many of the cases we cover are people who are given what they think is some other drug, and it's laced with fentanyl. The person who supplied it actually ends up facing criminal charges. Because we don't have those answers yet, it then becomes a question of who introduced that into the mix. And remember, they all died together outside, which is a very eerie circumstance, and we know that Mr. Willis was allegedly passed out. So did they all take it together? That becomes the next question. We definitely have a piece of the puzzle, but now it becomes what do we do with it?
But and Jesse raises an important point, Mark, which is whether it was intentional or not. It could be totally unintentional, and yet
What I
person who
said.
supplied the fentanyl, whether it's the guy in the house, whether it's somebody else, could be in legal trouble.
I know that all too well. My first thought was, with certainty, they're going after whoever might have supplied the drug. I am representing someone currently who was an addict and was using drugs with someone else, and he supplied it to her. She overdoses, and now I'm defending him for felony first-degree murder. So that's the popular charge these days. Let's find out where the drugs came from. Let's go after them and subject that person
What
I
I said.
Thank you for watching.
That's what I said. I said the same thing he said. Let's go after the person who gave it to him. Jordan gonna have to talk. And the fifth man. I don't know why they being so soft on these dudes. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Say we need a lawyer in the family. Having Legal Shield is better.
I don't like it, y'all.
A lot of you have dismissed these young men's deaths by saying, well, you know, if they're
No.
junkies, listen,
We already
they're not
started.
junkies.
Okay, y'all. We started. Y'all, I just wanted to come in here and share that with y'all. It's still something missing, y'all. Like I said, in order to get
Three Kansas City
in order for this to be a homicide, y'all got to find out. Hold on for me.
Here tonight, Metro Police Departments are sounding the alarm after toxicology reports showed fentanyl and cocaine found in the bodies of three men discovered in the Northland. Fox 4 News broke that story yesterday.
Why is that man just a few minutes ago trying to pretend that fentanyl wasn't inside their system? But y'all, my thing is, why do we have fentanyl and then we got marijuana and we got Coca-Cola? Why do we have all three? We don't need all three. That's enough for what it is. Why did they overdo it? I don't understand it. We got to find out. The fifth man got to talk. He need to bring his butt on TV. I don't know why they sitting up here trying to educate us. We already know what this drug does. Okay, hold on for a minute, y'all. Okay. Okay. I know y'all know what fentanyl is, okay? But I just want to put it up here. So we got homicide. Homicide is going to be between a human doing this to another human, okay? This is what we got to prove in this play. It is commonly mixed with drugs. That's why I don't understand. It's mixed with heroin and Coca-Cola. And what is the methamphetamine? And made into a pill that are made to resemble a prescription drug. That's what it is. So my thing is this. Did they inject this in their arm? Did they pop the pill? And who gave it to them? Where is the fifth man? This gonna take me to Jordan and the fifth man. CDC. Is Jordan really a HIV researcher? If he is, he's an illegal person. Man, this terrible. That's all I got to say. So, in other words, instead of y'all breaking it up and saying Coca-Cola and marijuana, just put it in one. They're heroin addicts. That's what it is. That's what it is. And then too, y'all, if they was, you know what? Guess what? Let's go back out. Guess what, y'all? They could have been making stuff. Wow. They could have been testing their own product before buying it. I'm looking at this all kind of ways. I'm looking at this all kinds of ways. They could be addicts. But to make me think, why all three of them got to be together? Somebody don't trust somebody in this. We got to get a homicide, y'all. Fentanyl can be injected. It can be taken. And guess what? You ain't got to be doing none of it if it's over strong. If it's too strong, you can inhale it. So we got a problem right here. But in order to me to not believe they are not allegedly heroinated, you got one man checking himself into rehab. This just ain't right. This just ain't right, y'all. Y'all gonna have to tell me something else. Somebody hiding something. Let me put it on these guys. I'm listening and I'm thinking at the same thing at the same time, y'all. I'm sorry. I was listening and I was thinking at the same time. Let me see, can I find a picture with all of them? I'm listening to everybody and I'm thinking at the same time. Okay.
Do you take face-to-face payments?
Okay.
You need a POS system.
Let's listen
Here's
to
why.
this.
An electronic point of sale system.
I'm listening.
Best witness of
Hold on for a minute. What that dude just said a few minutes ago. Yeah. I don't believe these dudes. I don't know. I don't know.
Homicide is the body. That's where you start. That's what's going to really tell you the story.
Finally, some answers in the puzzling case out of Kansas City, where 3 Chiefs fans went outside after a...
Can I ask y'all something? They know one of these dudes know Jordan good. Okay? One of these dudes know Jordan. I don't think all 3 of these. I don't think the other 2 men knew Jordan. You know how you invited on somebody's house and you don't know what you getting yourself into. I don't believe all these 3. I don't believe I believe they could have don't been to rehab before and straighten their life up. And then you go around somebody else and you go back and what you call a relapse. And that's the worst thing that could have happened. See, there go Ricky. I believe that these men straighten their life up, but you can't straighten your life up and then go around the devil at the same time. Can't straighten yourself up like that. Now, fentanyl could be inhaled, y'all, through like if they cooking it or whatever like that, doing what they doing. Not them, but whoever house it is. But see, that girl would have smelt it when she came in the house. That can knock you out. I looked at a show before, and the kids was in the daycare center. Y'all remember we did a story on that? And the fentanyl was just sitting in another in the building above them, and it kept them little kids in the nursery. Some of them died, some of them didn't. It all depends on your system. All depends on your system. All you hear in the news is fentanyl. Fentanyl. That's all you hear.
And never came inside. A newly released toxicology report is shedding new light on what may have happened, with reports of cocaine and fentanyl in the men's system.
Fentanyl,
They like to party, so to speak. They like to drink, and they probably got some cocaine that had fentanyl in it.
The event leaving behind just one sole survivor who was handcuffed after the bodies were found. Could he now face charges?
Bro, what is going on right now? What is going on right now?
It's been nearly 1 month since 3 Kansas City Chiefs fans were found dead outside of a home on the city's north side.
Deaths of these 3. I don't know if they did an autopsy when they covered the victims. They did say in the article that you sent me that it was 30 degrees outside and they were found dead. I don't recall if they were found in the snow or not, but generally speaking, 30-degree weather, you're going to be able to kind of save yourself, so to speak. Now, if it was...
Yeah, what I said. If it's 30 degrees weather, you can save yourself. But y'all got to remember now, they're in a different mind stage. They're going through the different mind stage. It's a different mind stage. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Oh, I didn't even see you right there, Pray. I'm sorry. Hey, baby. It's still tripping. I know it. I hope the chemists confess to giving them that. I do too. I do too. We need to. That's supposed to be his. And then you know what? Too, that third man. See, y'all remember? You remember that video that I made when I was at work and it was 31 degrees. It was freezing out there. That's a mind thing, but I wasn't on no drugs though. But I knew to go get in my car. These men standing outside in a 31-degree weather, burning up on the inside. See, they inside were burning up. They don't realize what's going on. The only thing they want to do is cool the body off. You know what I mean?
Low, or what I used to deal with in Wisconsin, when you have that wind going, yeah, you could freeze to death very quickly if you weren't dressed.
That's right.
Appropriately. But in this case,
Y'all heard what that man just said? The same thing I said. They can freeze to death. But we got to get what went wrong. What went wrong? They grown men, they could do what they want to do. And they all three is gone. See, I believe they was guys, one of them other two guys don't know them. I don't know. They relapse.
time with that temperature. So it really comes back to answer your question, why are they not being specific about a cause of death? I think they want to make sure they have their ducks in a row, because if it turns out that it was a fentanyl overdose, for example, they don't want to tip off whoever gave them the drugs, and also they want to be prepared to make some arrests.
High-speed chases. We got up to
Okay.
unruly suspects.
I get what he's saying.
You will kill that mother.
No. Do it. Stay in the blue box.
I like it, Kiki.
Dramatic DUIs.
Okay. Hold on, guys. Let me take that out.
Shocking body cam footage. Law and Crime presents Body Cam, the place for real, raw, and wild police videos.
You should have seen it. It was good. It's on body camera. I'll show it to you.
Cat
Getting an LLC for your business doesn't have to work.
Okay.
Just Google LLC Taylor Brands. It's
Yeah, they
totally
snuck a
state,
commercial.
so
Out. That's what they did.
catch the action and subscribe.
Okay, y'all. So what I see is, let me go back to the dudes. Hold up, y'all. What I see is,
Let's talk about this issue, okay? Again, I'm not
see, you doing what I'm doing, man.
driven coverage.
You're not blaming nobody. We got to do what we got to do, y'all.
Poison drugs out there.
We got to get a homicide. Let me put it on these guys right quick. Hold on, guys.
That's their choice.
Yeah, Chris, thanks for having me. And that's what our focus was today on reporting. It's because
Hold on, y'all. We gonna be human. We gonna figure this thing out ourselves.
shouldn't be an option. They need to speak. They need to give these answers because lives depend on it.
Right. And I respect, and I know you do also, ongoing investigation. All right, you're not asking for what charges are going to come and against whom. It's should the community be aware. Now, what does it tell you that they don't see the urgency as we do?
It's concerning, and what it screams to me is that they don't have a handle of this problem. Over the course of my reporting today, Chris, you might be shocked to find this out, but a source told me that there were 2 people who died of overdoses just yesterday in Kansas City, Missouri. So we did our due diligence. We reached out to the police department, and that is in fact the case. That just on yesterday.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Let me. I just want to see the men's. I didn't want to find some with the men's on their second talk, because now it's when certain people, when you start talking about fentanyl, and
Just got better.
it's just
Hey, it's Dana from Stream
Stop trying to make everything educational when it comes down to a certain group of people. I mean, just be honest about this thing. Let me stop it on these right here. This, y'all, they could have held it in the house. They could have took them out of there too. Now, some one of these dudes, that's their friend. You got David, 37, Ricky, 38, and Clayton, 36. Now, they all three could be rehab, could have relapsed. Then, too, it could have been a cooking thing. Somebody could be, since the chemists, everything is alleged, I'm saying, y'all. It's the chemists, Jordan could have been fixing this stuff for them. They all came together. Okay. They all came together. Okay. That fifth man is going to be very important to us. Because the harmful thing is the lethal. We got to get a homicide right here. Why was it so lethal to these guys to make them look like junkies? And they're not junkies, allegedly. Why is it that this happened to these men? And it didn't happen to Jordan, and it didn't happen to the fifth man. What did they experience that did not work with their system? The body system are different, y'all. You're supposed to have, okay. Jordan said he had an addiction. They all three could have an addiction. We don't know. The last man, the other guy, dude, could have an addiction. Something didn't happen to the other dude who left. He said when he left, they was alive. How we know he's telling the truth? Why outside with his shirt off? You knew when them men sit out there and you locked that door. They didn't have no jacket on. They ain't have no coat on. They ain't telling us how they find these guys that they have on boxers. Because when their body was trying to come down, their body was doing a couple things, y'all. The body system is something else, okay? With fentanyl, it don't take long. Nothing take long. It's a gas. Okay? It's a gas. These guys, if they had a chance to get up and go in the house, they will be with us. Why didn't Jordan let them? Jordan said he walked them to the door. So you gonna tell me you walked these men to the door without their coats? You walked these men to the door without a shirt on? Jordan, they on your back porch. How you walk them to the door? It ain't making sense. If he walked them in the front door, why they in the backyard? It ain't making sense. It's because he was high himself. But didn't that happen to our fifth man? The fifth man said they was alive. That's what the fifth man said. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Hold on for 1 second, okay? Hold for 1 second. Move. Hold on for 1 second, okay? I'll be right back. Y'all kind of tell everybody. Hold up. Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus. Honey, child. My sink is stuck up. Wow. Okay. Okay. All right, y'all. I apologize on that. Ugh. Now, that's what I'm trying to get to. You can be around people fixing this stuff up. I'm trying to watch my words. Minute, get up for a minute, get up on the these dogs. Look, y'all, somebody can be, you can inhale this stuff. If somebody around you mixing it, cooking it, or whatever, okay? 37, 36, and 38. Body different. Body changes. Chemical changes. I just did a story the other day. This young lady, I was looking at it. I didn't do it. I was watching it, and a little baby died from it. And the girl said, "Who gave this to my baby?" She still don't know who did it because she let somebody keep her child. They could have did anything, formula, liquid, or whatever. Now, we got a problem. Jordan admits that he has an addiction. He all of a sudden put himself in rehab because he knew that it was time for a change after this happened to his friend. The fifth man in that house ain't telling us the truth. Allegedly. It's not telling us the truth. There's no way this dude could be alive when he left there. 2 a.m. in the morning, I don't believe they was alive. And Jordan said he walked these 3 dudes who was unalive in his backyard. You walked them to what door? The front. He said he walked them to the front door. Jordan, if you walk these 3 men to the front door, these 3 men will be in their car home with their family. You think they'll be out in the streets? If these your friend, okay, y'all, we got to get a homicide. Who gave the product? Who furnished the product? But still, we got to get this person to this person. It had to come from this person. It had to come from Jordan to them. Did Jordan make them take it? The fifth man need to talk. The fifth man ain't no better than Jordan. It don't take but a second, young folks. It don't take but a second. It don't take but a second. It don't take no hours. I still don't understand how all three of them who came together, why y'all making these men seem like they junkies? They could have been. We don't know. A family can tell you anything. A family can be in denial. We don't know what we're dealing with here. We don't know what happened. But what would make a man get up, go to rehab, because they got addiction, and leave his house that he was renting? If he supposed to be so smart with dogs. Why are we, you know why we having problem with this case? If we trying to address them properly. See, if they with anybody else, they wouldn't be doing all this. I'm just telling the truth. They want to glamorize what happened to these dudes. They want to glamorize. Would this been anybody else? They'll straight out her up and get rid of it like that. Bam. That's what the police did. But what's going on now? They glamorizing what happened to these family men. But if you move them out the way and put any amount of more in them boxes, they'll make them look like drug addicts. But they're not making these guys look like addicts. They glamorizing what happened to these guys. And they already told us what happened to these guys. So they said what was in their system. Why are they glamorizing and making it look like it was a pretty thing? They, they're not these kind of guys because they got these families and this and that. We don't know what we're dealing with right here. We don't know. We don't know. It's plenty of women don't know they man what they husband do. Plenty of women don't know. Plenty of women thinking they husband not doing this or they wife not doing it. For Jordan, it said he stood up came to the door when the police came with a glass of wine in his hand. He saw them dudes back there on that porch, y'all. But why did he call the police? Why didn't he call 911? He left them on the back porch, feeling good. And gonna lay there like he didn't hear them knocking on the glass, busting in his house. But then he get there to come to the door with a boxers on with a glass of wine, and then you had to go in the kitchen. You went in the kitchen. You said, y'all, I don't get it. Why are we listening to a man who have a problem? Why are we listening to Jordan? Jordan has a problem. Jordan admits he has a problem. Jordan don't know whether he walked them dudes to the house, to the front door or the back door. He probably like, look, I'm gonna tell you, all we know, Jordan could have opened up the back door and let them out the back door and locked the door, y'all. We don't know. We don't know. If these men, on the way these men, we got to get a homicide. That's the only thing I want is a homicide. And I need my fifth man in this. He quiet. The fifth man is very quiet. That fifth man is quiet because his what you call it? The fifth man, lawyer told him not to say nothing. He our man. The fifth man didn't choke. The fifth man didn't nothing happen to him. Ain't the fifth man alive? And he quiet. And he said when he left at 2 a.m. in the morning, all of them was alive. In what condition? We got to find out, y'all, where they get this stuff from. Is it from the third? Is it from our fifth man? And that's who we got to get locked up. We got to lock somebody up. Jordan got to talk. All these boys ain't his buddies. They say in high school, he sold the stuff. And whatever your problem is, he made it. So he out there with the HIV researching what you can do on humans instead of what you can do on diseases. He could have used some of that mess. You don't know. It's some more stuff. It's some more stuff in this we need to know. It's some most things going on in this situation. Just ain't right. What? Hey, Regitment. Regitment, you can't speak. You just gonna come in here. Did he have a smoking jacket on when he came to the... We don't know. He ain't had nothing. I don't think he had on. I don't know. See, that's what I'm saying. It's a lot that we don't know. It's a lot in this case that we don't know. They outside without a shirt on. One of them outside without a shirt. Them men they had Jordan been them men probably been outside, y'all. Jordan got a habit. If all of them sitting there doing the same thing, y'all, all of them one doing the same thing. That last dude who left, he alive. He went home to his family. Why these 3 people couldn't go home to their families? Why they making the? I'm gonna tell you what it is. Allegedly, they making them look like junkies. They gonna put the blame on them to hide what the 5th man and Jordan did. You get what I'm saying, y'all? They're gonna make these 3 men look like junkies, but they're gonna glamorize Jordan and that last man, the 5th man. Jordan and that 5th man knew them guys was out there in that backyard. If them men left out that front door, they'd be, hey man, I'll talk to you later. All of them didn't get how to like that same way. All of them didn't do it the same way. Somebody know they got to drive their car. It's going to always be a designated driver. It's going to always be a designated driver. Because we got to get back home to our families. Something happened. And we need some extra. The 5th man. We need the 5th man. We got to get a homicide here, y'all. We got to get a homicide. Jordan didn't die. The 5th man didn't die. Why did all 3 of them die? Why did the 3 that came together gone? Because they had a lethal amount of substances inside of their body system. They had a higher amount of substances inside of their system. Why did they do that to these men? What happened? Who went against the chief? Who went against the chiefs? Who owed money? Who did what? Somebody did something to make these folks upset. Because this supposed to be, I don't believe this all 3 of them friends. I don't believe this all, I don't think all these guys right here like it. Ricky supposed to be Ricky friends. I think it's supposed to be all of them friends. They went to high school together or something like that. This is crazy. And Jordan knew something was gonna happen. He left the dogs over his folks' house. You could have left the dogs in the garage. They were good dogs. What you didn't want them to smell, what you were doing, what you were creating. I think somebody was in there cooking this, doing something, making it, creating it. Jordan sitting there with bugs in his side, his ear, with the ceiling fan on, cooling his body down. He didn't go sit outside in the chair. He came to the door with a glass of wine in his hand. And so you mean to tell me them police didn't walk around their house? Y'all, what do the police do in y'all state? When they put up in your house, when they put up in your driveway, if they tell them what happened, they'll go around their house and see if there's anybody in the backyard. I hate that it happened to any human. I don't care if a human has a habit. I don't care about that. They don't deserve to be gone. But it can happen quickly, y'all. But it didn't happen to the other 2 because they left them out there in the cold. Man, y'all go on out there and sit right there, man. Them 2 long chairs out there. Y'all go on out there and sit there, lock the door on them dudes froze them dudes. They already would 31 degrees. Y'all see me standing out there in that 31 degree weather, and I told y'all my feet cold. I had sense enough to go get in my car, but they didn't have this sense because their mind and their spirit and their body was reacting to whatever all the stuff that they had. So once their body cooled down, their body was freezing. And it took the body through it. Y'all, people got to believe that the human body is something serious. The human body is something, I don't care if you're 36. See, y'all be joining the older people. Y'all be joining the older people. Y'all system, when you get a certain age, your system changes. And when your system changes, the chemicals inside of your system change. Everything is not like it was when you was in high school. You may feel like you in high school, but you're not in high school. Your body has a chemical change. Your body make changes. Your system. It could be it could be like in a situation that these three dudes don't been in rehab. They did real good. Now they need some products to sell. And this too strong to give even these three could have saved some people's lives. They could have been the three that saved people's lives from getting what Pillsbury Dough Man, Mr. Chemist, gave them. God took them for example. God took them to be an example of what can happen. See, this crazy. Y'all better start trusting these folks. Get your own stuff. But now they right here, man, Mr. Chemist make plenty of money. And that fifth man, we got to get you, baby. Because you mighty quiet. You better go to rehab too. Because all of y'all was in the house together. All five of y'all. I believe somebody else was in that house. I believe somebody else was in that house. Somebody would think about their wives. Somebody should have been on the phone. Them men try to save their life, y'all, and they lock them outside and close the curtain, close the blinds. Lock them outside and close the blinds. Turn the music on so they won't hear them knock on the door. Them men were knocking on that glass door and their body going through a hypothermia change. How in the world did they get them out that chair? Froze like that. We don't even know what they had on. They couldn't have on no clothes. Them men know how to. Do y'all know them men know how to open up that gate and go out that gate? Do y'all know they know how to open up that gate and get the heck out that backyard? When that last dude left, they were gone. They was out there trying to save their life, y'all. Or either they could have put them outside. We don't know. Man, get them folks out my house. So they won't say they died in here. They put them outside. Man, and just go out there and sit in on cold. Jordan laying down in there drinking him some wine on his couch. He know he heard them men out there knocking on that door. Them men could have easily go out there and get in their car. They ain't have to sit on no back porch in nobody's backyard. If they could have went and sat in their car, crank their car up, go home to your wives. That's why we got to cherish our wives these days. Appreciate them. Stay at home. Shoot, have your own Super Bowl party at your house. Now your wife ain't got no dad, the children ain't got no daddies. You ain't got no husband. Everybody gone, except for Jordan and the fifth man. The chemist went to rehab. Ain't that something? Acting like he a researcher, HIV researcher. I know you are a HIV researcher. You sitting up there researching what about how the body can react if you use that particular chemical on inside of them. It's sad, y'all. This sad. This we gotta get a homicide, y'all. We gotta get a homicide. And the only way we can get a homicide is to prove that Jordan or that other guy made them. I don't believe them men when that mean ain't no way in the world you gonna tell me that you walked them to the door and they end up in your backyard. Y'all, I ain't laughing. Y'all, I'm tripping. I ain't laughing. I'm tripping. You gonna tell me then they found all that stuff in their system, right? They found it in a pill. They could have been injected. If you inject somebody, y'all, it's gonna react quickly. Okay, everything gonna shoot up quickly. Okay, what all that they had, it shot up in them quickly. It reacted real quick. Probably stopped their hearts. We don't know. Could have gave him a heart attack. Could have gave him a stroke. We don't know what. Because when that body calmed down, their body didn't have a chance to calm down because they sitting in the cold weather. They sitting out there in the cold. We don't know did they sit them out there or what? Jordan claimed he walked them out to the door. Hey, man, I see y'all. Come on, man. So you laid down on the couch and you didn't get up and lock your door. No, Jordan knew that them men was out there because he put the buds in his ear where he couldn't hear nothing. Turned the ceiling fan on, came to the door with some wine in his hand. But now you trying to make them look like the junkie. You the good old man, please. They better stop making this thing cute. They need to stop and tell the truth.
Reported that there was cocaine and fentanyl in their system. Okay, fentanyl probably the deadliest drug in our midst. All right.
Okay, if they got fentanyl, Mr. Chemist don't add something else to this, and y'all. They got to tell us what did he add to that fentanyl. Something. If he inject them, it went fast. Why did they come to his house to commit side? That's all I got to say. Why would they come to their house and commit? Yes, y'all know what I'm saying. Why would they come to their house to do that? Why would they come? Them three decided it because Mr. Chemist tried something on them to see how it gonna be. For they could be. Are they dealers? Undercover dealers? We don't know. People got to tell the truth. The family got to tell the truth. Stop making them look like the good old boy. They good people. People that because they do stuff don't make them bad.
It's been 24 hours since that reporting came out. But still, why were they outside when they were taking it?
Thank
What
you.
about the friend who survived?
Thank
How
you.
did they get fentanyl
Thank
in their system? The police say this is 100% not a homicide investigation.
Thank
That means that they don't believe that someone negligently, recklessly, or intentionally caused this killing, this death. Let's bring in the first family members to speak out since the report, okay? The father and stepmother of victim David Harrington. Now, you may take exception to that and say he's not a victim. He did this. I think it's an open question. Teresa and John Harrington, thank you both for joining us. I'm very sorry for your family's loss. But Teresa, how does this information, what does it mean to you about what matters here?
What matters ours is that he didn't take that to die. Something happened.
Okay. Look at him. How he looking? He didn't take it to die. That's what we said. We know they didn't take it to die. It was the lethal amount. Okay.
Between either it was given to him, it just means that there's more to the story. There's more to it than just that.
That's right.
He didn't take the drugs to get dead. If he took the drugs on his own, he took them to get high. So I think there's more.
Okay, what the mama just did that then, I like her. She admitted that he uses drugs. She really did. Y'all just didn't hear. She was being honest. She admit that he uses, but he didn't use it to, to die off of it. It was just too much. They gave him too much of it.
Story.
John, do you believe that these were drugs that the fellas brought with them that night, or do you believe they got them there that night?
I really don't know, but my thinking is
You better not say the wrong thing, because mama look like she gonna knock you upside your head. You better say the right thing, Pops. Because mama shook that head. I believe they brought it over there. I don't know. Nah, but they wouldn't have put no. Nah, Mr. Chemist, we ain't gonna let you get away with this. No.
they got them there.
And why does that change the analysis for you?
Because somebody gave them something that would kill them.
Right, and then the problem with this situation is, well, then why is Jordan Willis alive? Although maybe it explains why he was asleep for 2 days. And why did someone else escape with their life, but not these three gentlemen? And how did they wind up, your son and two others, outside when this was happening? Teresa, where does your mind take you on those questions?
David wasn't a drug addict or anything like that. Peer pressure. Jordan Willis is in rehab.
Wait a minute, moment. What are you talking about? Your son is dead, and you talking. Calm down, Lanita. Calm down. Your son dead, and you talking all like. Yeah, let me calm down. I hate when folks start talking crazy. Take that back on this woman. Don't bump him being in rehab. Worry about your son. That don't make him no good, man, because he in rehab. He sure found a good time to try to go to rehab.
Because somebody gave them something that would kill them.
Right, and then the problem with this situation is, well, then why is Jordan Willis alive? Although maybe it explains why he was asleep for 2 days. And why did someone else escape with their life, but not these three gentlemen? And how did they wind up, your son and two others, outside when this was happening? Teresa, where does your mind take you on those questions?
David wasn't a drug addict or anything like that. Peer pressure.
Peer pressure? You talking about a 38-year-old man. Peer pressure. Go get out of here. You see what I mean? Didn't I say y'all how they glamorizing this here? Peer pressure, these men going on 40 years old. Ain't no darn peer pressure. They ain't in high school no more. So always making up excuses. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. Calm down. Let me drink some lemonade. Hold on, y'all. Let me get some lemonade. I don't like to hear nobody start make a excuse. That's why these grown men still acting like kids now.
Willis is in rehab. He could have, I don't know, you just the peer pressure of taking, hey,
Yeah, I hear her. Peer pressure. We talking about grown. I ain't gonna even cuss. God. Because I just finished singing some gospel. Peer pressure. You talking about grown men. And you up here talking about some peer pressure.
hey, I'm going to take this. You guys want some? And they went outside because they were warm or something like that. And
Look at it. Look at the daddy. Look at the husband. Lord, look at her. I gotta let y'all see this. Let me see. See what let me see, can I get a good shot, y'all, of them. Husband look like what is she talking about? But you better not say nothing, cause mama gonna get you when they air off. Look at Pops, y'all. Hold on. Look, watch your mama talk. He gonna frown up.
he could have, I don't know, you just the peer pressure of taking, hey, I'm going to take this. You guys want some? And they went outside because they were warm or something like that. And
Look how he look. Probably she said somebody won. Look at the Kimbis. Hold up, y'all. Look at the Kimbis. Sitting here smiling. The body system right here. Boy, you a mess. That's why y'all gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful. I be asking my doctor, how you know, how you know they're gonna work for me? How you Don't give me.
outside and they, passed out outside, maybe.
I mean, it's consistent with fentanyl, right? I mean, what fentanyl does is it slows down your breathing so much that you can very easily pass out and be unaware of the cold.
Right, exactly. And then some of those drugs warm your body up.
Yeah.
And you don't feel cold as quickly, and you can succumb to hypothermia pretty quick.
What does it mean to you that the police are saying, Ms. Harrington, that this is not a homicide investigation? They are not looking at this as this being someone's fault criminally.
We keep getting answers that they're still investigating. So there's something there that they're saying maybe that's not right as well, but they don't have enough to charge or interrogate someone a little deeper.
Right. And John, lastly, it's not a criticism, it's an observation. If your son and these other men got these drugs, there could be more of these drugs. They could be in other people's hands that they aren't aware also. John, does that give you some...
This man right here, I like him. He sounds just like me. I like him. He sounds just like I just said what he said. I mean, who else have this happened to? Why is he getting away with it? And I noticed something about two families so far. It's like, oh well, they went outside. No. Like they already know they got a problem.
Cause for concern that the authorities should be more vocal to the community to be careful. It's not like fentanyl isn't a problem in the community.
It really does.
Or innocent people could die.
Right? Teresa, I mean, that's the concern. I mean, people need to be aware. No one and nowhere is safe from fentanyl as a drug unlike any we've ever seen. And I hope that this situation winds up being...
You know what, y'all? Y'all excuse me. It seemed like the family like, woo, I'm so glad I ain't got to deal with him no more in these drugs. Woo, honey, thank you, Jesus. Cause it's just like, it's like this. I know he do drugs, but he wouldn't do drugs to harm himself. And I'm so glad I ain't got that on my mind. I ain't got to worry about this boy. This boy don't drove me crazy. I ain't got to worry about him no more, honey. Oh, Lord, hallelujah, Jesus. Oh my God. I'm just keep getting bad vibes on this thing right now. I don't know. I don't know. Don't know. Did anybody the Kansas City Chief won? Why they ain't go home? You see what I mean? Why didn't they go home? Everybody sitting in your living room doing the same thing. 2 alive and 3 gone. I believe somebody did this I believe they did this to them. Y'all, we got to get a homicide out of this because it's something about them 3 guys that this made this happen to, for them to experience. It's something happened. It's something else they got to tell us. Because they all 3, why the 3 that came together gone? Come on, y'all, we humans. Why did all 3 that came together is gone? What do they know? What did they see? And what happened in that 10-looking house to make them guys be in the backyard, one in the house and one at home with their family? Come on, y'all. Be honest. Be honest. Please don't let that go out like that. It just reminds me of the Idaho 4. It reminds me of Kanika Jenkins. It just reminds me of so much going on in this world, and people not, and the families got to talk right. Talk right. I know my son got a habit, but now I know he wouldn't kill himself, but I didn't know he was doing fentanyl. I didn't know that. I didn't know he was doing that stuff. Jordan don't add his ingredient in it. Mr. Chemist don't add. That's all the truth is. Mr. Chemist don't add some stuff, baby, because he alive. And they gave them the lethal. We need a homicide, y'all. We got to get us a homicide, y'all. We got to get a homicide out of this. And family, y'all, give me some more. Give me some more. Like you're gonna miss them. Even if you know your brother or your son uses, yeah. Even though they are users, just say it. Yeah, I'll be talking about this all day. But y'all, I'm about to, I appreciate y'all. I ain't done talking about this, but the family just giving me another state of being. I mean, they ain't acting like they care to me. Jordan family, like they care more about him than them. Tell me, I trust my son. I believe my son. This is what they do. My son ain't did then. Okay, well, who did it? They was over your son's house. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. Love y'all. Be safe out there. Stop trusting people. I went to a party today in my house, Club TikTok, in the other room. Don't took me in that way. Those been 8 and everything. My thing is, I'm in my house. If I go out to a club, I didn't want to. If I go out just to step out, some women, we need a break. We need to go get a massage. We need to go do this. Y'all still got to watch people. When I go to the dentist, I said, I know, is that stuff clean? Let me see you take it out the bed. I want to see. Cause I don't want what you put in my mouth that you put in somebody. I'm just funny at y'all. I'm sorry. I'm glad I am. I am. I don't care what nobody say about me. I'm gonna stay this way. Cause I don't trust nobody. I don't trust nobody. I have to trust myself. Man, I hate that happen to them dudes. I hate that happen to anybody that freezes that body overheat. Y'all, it can happen with alcohol or anything. When you don't want no more, you want to cool your body down before you go out there in that cold, you better start eating some ice I'm gonna tell you, look, it can happen to people who drink alcohol. I drink alcohol sometimes. I ain't no alcoholic, cause and now y'all take stuff to the extreme. People can take a drink when they work hard like that. They don't work hard before all their lives. Okay, if they decide to take a drink, their body, okay, if they're gonna take a drink, you better cool your body down before you go out there in the cold. So start eating you some ice to cool your body down. Eat you some ice, chew on some ice, to chew on back till you get in the warm, in the inside. Cool your body down, temperature down. This y'all body is very important to y'all. The body system is a what word I want to say? Anyway, mechanism. You just chew you some ice, cool down inside. Now, if them 3 dudes had a cool down, ate ice, go in there, you could have put in a bucket of ice. Refrigerator make ice. Let them eat it while they're in the house to cool their body down. Just give them some water. Get them some water. Jordan could have did something to help them. And then for them, see, if they had a cool down on the inside in the warm house, but see, they couldn't cool down in the warm house because the heat was already burning up on the inside. They tried to do it the quickest way is go outside. They couldn't do that. I don't even believe they wanted to do that because all 3 of them went out there. Jordan would have took his butt out there too. But when they went out there, it made it bad. They went into a different stage because they don't cool down. And at the time, they didn't cool down. They thought they cooled down, but the body was still freezing. I mean, it's happened. It's a freaked out. I ain't gonna say it's a freaked out accident. I'm gonna say that we need to get a homicide behind some of this stuff. We got to find who furnished it, who gave it to them. Somebody need to get charged in this. Who brought it? Who? We got 2 other men alive got common sense. Why we had to take these 3 men to make them be the example? Why couldn't be them 2 be the example? Why they do this to them? Come on, officer. Y'all got to get better than this. Where President Biden? He ain't on him. He ain't come on. He didn't even make no. He didn't even. Ooh, wait. There had to be any other president that'll be on here talking about that. I want to give some of that to the families of the Kansas City Chiefs. I either that like when something happened to Kanika Jenkins, the girl in the freezer. We ain't even got the president. I ain't seen the vice president. I ain't seen Biden. If we see him 1 minute on the TV, we don't know what he's talking about. Somebody should care about the people in your country. Talk about the fentanyl, wherever the fentanyl or whatever it is. Talk about it. Cause that's the thing now. I mean, be kind of concerned about the people in the United States. Cause we the only one care about each other. We supposed to. I love y'all. Thanks for being here. I can talk about folks all night. and what I see going on in this world, you know, folks just don't think that, like we sitting here talking now, I'm sitting here talking now, I'm getting out some good information, but people just don't believe that you're telling the truth until somebody get hurt. It takes somebody to get hurt for folks to believe what you say. I'm at an age where I'm supposed to be able to talk to young people. I'm at the age that we know. If you got any older parent, listen to them, but y'all don't want to listen. We can't get nobody to listen and believe that things can happen to you. Your body changes. When you get in your 30s, we already talked about this, from teen to being in your 20s, then your 30s, then your 40s. I know you feel good, but you got to take care of your body. Your body can't take much like you used to. You're not 17 anymore. Take care of yourself. I love y'all. I'm out of here.